Hello and welcome to this Our League presentation, which comes to you this afternoon from Stebonheath Park, Llanelli. It's home of the West Wales Raiders. I'm Dave Parkinson and it's a pleasure to welcome you to this international fixture that sees Wales under-19s do battle with England Academy. With the sides due out at any moment for the national anthems, let's cast our eyes on the team sheets selected by Wales boss Anthony Walker and England counterpart Dave Elliott. So for the Wales under-19 side, it's James Smith at fullback, it's Finlay Swift, Lewis Roberts, Billy Glover and Will Lynch in the back line. Halfbacks are Matthew Morgan and Ryan Griffiths. It's a front row that consists of Matt Jones, Kai Ellis and James McGurk. A back row that consists of Jake Lee, William Mills and Kieran Lewis. And a bench that features Ewan Marsh, George Shepherd, Ian Roberts and Josh Palmer. The England Academy side, it lines up at 1 Josh Thewlis, number 2 Ewan Stevens, at 3 Isaac Nokes, 4 Corey Hall, 5 Liam Tyndall, halfbacks are Alex Donaghy and Harry Shackleton. In the front row it's Rhian Rowley, George Roby and Harry Rushton. Back row features Connor Wrench, Ellis Longstaff and Jacob Gannon. It's a bench of Jake Dugdale, Danny Atley, Robson Stevens, Amila Hanley, Joe Burton and Aidan McGowan. A little bit more about these players. So for Wales, I mentioned it's their 4th international of this particular year. They've had 2 contests against Ireland, which they were successful in both, winning the first one 34-10, the second one 20 points to 4, and then just 2 weeks ago they lost against the England Lions over in Colwyn Bay by 26 points to 20. It's been a pretty settled squad as far as they're concerned. There's a number of players that have come into the ranks here from North Wales Crusaders, a number from West Wales as well, and interestingly enough we have number 7 Ryan Griffiths from Introse Bridge, who's had a brilliant season, and also as well Billy Glover. There's also 4 remnants of that Wales youth side which beat England 2 years ago. Both sides coming out onto the field, which means that we're not too far away from the national anthems. Our referee is Michael Smale, touch judges Matt Charnock and Ben Bragg. Matt Charnock from the Warrington Referees Association, Ben Bragg from the Widnes Association. And we'll pause for the 2 national anthems. passionate rendition of the Welsh national anthem if ever there was one, and we're just a few seconds away from the start of this game. It's a big day, this one, especially for Newcastle Thunder, who see 4 players, 2 from each side, as representing their team today. Also several in the England Academy lineup from Leeds. Iwan Stevens, 21 tries in 20 appearances for the former Driglington youngster. Look out for him. He's wearing number 2 this afternoon. To be at the place still bathed in sunlight. Which head of the big 80 minutes in front of the teams. And away we go. So the restart to kick off the game comes in. Wales with first use of possession. They'll charge forward. First carry from James McGirt from Newcastle Thunder. He's 20 metres out from his own line, 15 metres in from touch. It's brought through the middle. Good defence. Excellent big hit there from Ellis Longstaff and also George Roby. Interesting tale about Roby. I'll bring that to you over the course of the game. But Wales attack from dummy half. They bring it down the right hand side now. One pass, but good solid up defence from England. 2 men in the stop. Wales moving the ball left. Kick comes in to complete the kick. It's put under great pressure there, and it'll bounce up in favour of fullback Josh Thewlis. Good run from the Warrington youngster, who's already made his Super League debut. Carries it over the halfway. He'll look to play this to teammate George Roby, who passes to the right hand side. Oh, big collision there on Corey Hall, but he does well. Still manages to shuffle his way forward to that 30 metre line, right in the middle of the field. Roby picks up, sends it right. Donaghy takes on the line. Ends up being rolled on his back. 22 metres away from that try line. He'll play it to Roby. Roby will pass left. Linking with Gannon, who in turn finds Harry Rushton. 10 tries this season for Wigan in the Academy League. Wigan winning the competition for the 9th time in 11 years as England moving the ball down this left hand side. Good work out to Thewliss. Thewliss brushes off the tackler, comes back inside, put down on that 10 metre try line, 20 metres in from touch. He'll play it to Roby. Roby sends it left. Kick comes in from Shackley. Oh, it's a good kick. It's forced to drop out. That's excellent kick coming in. Good set from England, creating some pressure there and winning a dropout as well. And in fact, what England have been able to do this first couple of minutes is actually attack through their defence. 2 minutes gone, almost exactly. Dropout to come in from under the post. Let's see how much distance they'll be able to get on it. Well, it comes out towards the touchline. It'll bounce up. Here comes Longstaff. 10 tries for him this season for Warrington at under 19s level. He'll play it to Roby, teammate Roby, who passes inside. Rushton runs across field, links now. Did well to take it there, did Rhian Rowley from Leeds. 12 metres from that try line, it was right round his ears. Now Roby takes on the line, then feeds it off to Rushton. Rushton shuffles it back, but it's been picked up by Wales, and well picked up it was too by Will Mills of North Wales Crusaders. He'll play it on the 10 metre line. They'll try and come away from their own try line now, Wales. It's been a tough start for them in particular. They've been put under a little bit of pressure. Run coming in from doing half by Kai Ellis, one of those 4 players I mentioned across both sides that are on. They're on Newcastle Thunder's books. And the kick goes into touch. Doesn't gain that much metres forward from Matthew Morgan of West Wales. He's another guy that's also made his first team debut down here for the Raiders. Linking play in the middle, but they don't get too much momentum forward, the Wales here. Early stages of this game, and it's Wales who find themselves under pressure, but not in a particularly bad position, just over their own 40 metre line. Good defence from England again. Jacob Gannon, son of Jim, who played for Widnes and Halifax in his career. He's put the ball down before playing it, and the referee Michael Smale has spotted a knock on there. Well, you can't really do that these days. You've actually got to get up before you put the ball on the ground, and he didn't do that. So it's going to be a scrum on the halfway line. Almost 4 minutes of the game gone. I haven't really seen either side create much chance yet. England have built the better pressure. They also are living in this Wales half as the ball comes out from the scrum. It's Connor Wrench, the captain for today. 7 tries for Warrington's under-19s this season. Roby darts, links. Did well there, did Gannon, just to take the pass, tried to bump off the man. Now that's a scrappy play, the ball. I believe they call that the commentator's curse, so it's just praising him, and yet again a player hasn't been able to complete. So scrappy nature of the start of this game continues. Head and feed at this particular scrum to Wales. 30 metres from their own line. Hope you're enjoying the coverage this afternoon on Our League. Do remember that, tell all your friends, because we've got the England Knights and Jamaica match coming up for you tomorrow. That is one that you would have to pay £2.49 for before midnight tonight. Details on the Our League app regarding that one. But here's Wales in possession, just behind their own 40 metre line. Good defence from England. Look at that for a driving tackle. 3 players on him. He's got away though, and here comes Ellis. He's picked out the man, he's won a penalty. That's a great read, that, from dummy half from Ellis. Did particularly well there, did the youngster. One of 4 players I mentioned in this Wales under-19 side that survive from the Wales youth team that defeated England back 2 years ago. The 6 on show in the England ranks today who featured in that game for England. So tap taken. Forward come Wales. Best bit of position for them so far in the game. James McGurk again gets the ball away for Ellis. Ellis skips off down the right hand side. Lovely pass. I don't think anybody was aware of it. Referee points it going backwards. Hard to disagree from this angle. Wales on the edge of that 20 metre line, 15 metres in from touch. An enthusiastic crowd shouting them on as Wales bring it down this left hand side. That's Matt Jones, also from West Wales. Inside the 20 metre line he goes. He'll play this ball to Ellis. Ellis drifts off down right. Links now with Griffiths. Griffiths almost runs behind his own man. Has to put the full brakes on. Referee sees nothing wrong with it. 15 metres away from the line. Run coming in now from Kieran Lewis. Not much to him, but he makes a good 10 metres there, does Lewis. Ball brought left. Oh, it's a good move down this left hand side. And there's Jake Lee, not far from that try line. Last tackle signalled here. They just held down long enough. 6.5 minutes gone. Referee spotted that the post pad's fallen off. Got to make sure, as far as safety is concerned, he goes over and makes sure the job's done perfectly himself. Got to make sure that the runs away. Chance has been lost for Wales. He'd actually got a man overlap just before that stoppage. But away we go as Ellis scoops it in field. Kick. Matthew Morgan as the post pad falls off again. But England back in possession, 20 metres from their own line. England to bring it through the middle. That's some good yards there. Some hard fought yards from Liam Tyndall. Ball pass left. One pass. Great run from Ian Rowley. Quick play the ball. Oh, this is great running from Roby. Look at him go. Made a good 20 metres there, did Roby. Brother of Lloyd Roby, who's at Widnes. Carrying the battle in is Harry Rushton once more. Ball goes loose, but the referee spotted a ball strip, so it's a penalty the way of England. 0-0 in this game so far. England having this penalty some 30 metres away from the post. It's going to be tapped by Roby. That's not a post. Gannon charges forward, just to the right hand side of the post. He'll play it 22 metres out. They're working it round the middle. Rowley with the next carry. Another Leeds youngster in this side as Roby picks up, pops it left. Oh, good link-up play. Is it opening up for Thewliss? Brushes away from one. He's got 2 players who chooses to use them. He doesn't need them. He's just done it and sped his way over. What a great opening score of the game that was. Excellent work from Josh Thewlis. All class involved in that one. 8.5 minutes gone and 4 points to 0 in favour of England Academy.
Number 1, Josh Thewlis. Okay, mate, so 10 minutes gone. We're about
well, it looked like Thewliss was going to be held. The defence moved up, but he managed to brush away. I thought he was going to use the outside, but instead just dumb it to them, and that was all pace. So Thewliss also looks like he's going to convert this one. Or attempt the conversion, I should say. This directly in front of the post, you would expect him to add the extras. Has done some of the goal kicking over at Warrington this season for their under-19 side. 4 points to 0 in favour of England Academy. What a good opening score that was. Hope you're enjoying the coverage via the Our League app this afternoon. And if you've got friends, then get them signed up to the Our League app. Tell everybody about it. It's free to download. Although if you want to watch the Knights against Jamaica game, if you're not going to Headingley yourself tomorrow, then you will have to sign up for Our League and make a payment of £2.49, which also features the Oceania Cup games coming up this next couple of weekends. Thewliss, meanwhile, directly in front of the post, sets his sights. Right-footed kicker. Flags are raised. No worries about that one. 6 points to 0 in favour of the England Academy side. It's an enthusiastic crowd that are sitting just to my left-hand side below. And an interesting crowd opposite as well, who was certainly giving the Welsh side plenty of support. But 6 points to 0 is where Wales find themselves trailing at the moment. And with the game is back restarted, it'll bounce, it'll bobble, it's been trapped on the feet. And there's Shackleton, all caught inside his own 20. Wales giving away the penalty though, just a little bit too slow for our referee's liking. Jake Lee holding on, the Abbott Valley Wolves player being caught out. I'm not quite sure why Donegan decided to kick down that side. It seemed to be easier to kick it to the side we're at. He had full 60 metres to make down the other way. So England gifting away possession. They should have been the ones attacking, but instead it's Wales inside the England half on the 40-metre line. Lewis passes to his left-hand side to McGurk. McGurk's all held. 3 players on him. There's no chance of an offload in that particular one, but he's near that 30-metre line in centre field. That's where he'll play it to Ellis. He'll put it to the right-hand side. Shuffling run by Griffiths. He's linked it with support to the right-hand side. 10 metres away from the touchline. 30 metres away from the try line. Wales still prompting, still trying to get forward. Will Mills takes it forward. The crowd just to my left thought it was a forward pass somewhere in the move, but this last tackle, here's Ellis kicking forward. It's trapped on the boot. Shackleton picks up, feeds it infield to Hall. Hall starts the counter-attack and gets over that 40-metre line. He's Sheffield born, he's Hall. Been playing over at Wigan this season. He'll move to Leeds. In fact, he's already moved to Leeds on a 3-year contract. Meanwhile, England over the halfway line. Roby at dummy half again. Passes for Gannon. Gannon picks up the running of Rowley. Rowley gets it back to Gannon. Gannon rolls around in midfield, gets over the first tackler. He'll play it inside the 30-metre line. England starting to link play up well. Here's Rushton. Then Donaghy puts it wide to Thewliss. It's a good job he ducked or lost his footing when it did, because Matthew Morgan would have knocked him into next week. And now there's a bit of a loss of composure from everyone.
Mate, just tell Alex. 2-1 there has come to kill early before the pass, so if he wants to dig into 4, you've got Ellis.
So it gives our
3, mate,
our referee and touch judges a little bit of something to deal with. Plenty of pushing and shoving. Eventually everything is split up. And our referee, Mr. Smale, will have to take the reports of both his touch judges. Mentioned before, his touch judges this afternoon: Matt Charnock from the Warrington Referees Association and Ben Bragg from Widnes. There's a sin bin been shown. That's to Matthew Morgan. He's been sin binned. So for the next 10 minutes, Wales disadvantaged by 1. Down to 12 men. Tap penalty taken. In run England, but referee wasn't quite happy with it. Wants it to be far more controlled. He wasn't back with the defensive line. So tap taken and forward come England again. Harry Rushton wrestling his way through. 3 men in the stop. Big collision.
please.
Ian Roberts doing the big crash on him. Down this right hand side the ball comes. Ellis Longstaff in possession, 10 metres from the line. He'll play this to Roby. Roby has Donaghy for support inside, but he's going down the right hand side himself. 2 metres short of the try line, that's where he's tackled as Thewliss passes infield to Donaghy. Donaghy, low pass, picked up well by Gannon. Gannon threads a kick through, it's a good one, well claimed it must be said, but the defence has claimed him as well, and it's going to be another dropout from under the post. More pressure coming up for the Welsh line to cope with. 14.5 minutes gone. 6 points to 0 in favour of England. The England Academy side dominating much of the territory so far in this first 14 minutes, but there's an error from Donaghy. And the Wales players go in to surround him, take the ball from him quickly. And I tell you what, that's the way to get back into the game. You've been struggling on your own line for a couple of minutes. You win the ball back from a dropout. So, scrum to be fed here by Kai Ellis. The man at the base of the scrum is Griffiths. In fact, he's told, get out of there. Oh, he's juggled and it's knocked on by Wales. It's been picked up. Real chance here for England. England for the second try. And they've scored it. Connor Wrench, captain's knock from him. Picking up and going in from 20 metres. Well, if the ground could open up and swallow the Welsh player who knocked on at the scrum. I think it may have been Finlay Swift who knocked on at the base of the scrum. And picking up and punishing them was Connor Wrench. 10 points to 0. Conversion attempt to come from Thewliss once again. 16 minutes gone exactly.
So Atlas, Stevens, Dugdale, and it'll be the second attack set, mate. So just get them red hot now, okay? But not this time we get the ball, the next time we get the ball, yeah?
So Thewliss with this conversion attempt. If you're wondering the voices that you may be able to hear in the background, that's the England coaching staff to our right hand side, firing their instructions and thoughts back to the bench. Thewliss meanwhile hoping to fire this one between the posts. Takes his time, very measured with his kicking approach. Oh, and he's just wide. If he could have his time again, I'm sure he would do, but 10 points to 0 is how it remains. Good start to the game from the England Academy team. 2 early tries, Thewliss and Wrench. 1 goal from Thewliss. And Wales back to the halfway line. It'll be Griffiths to kick us off. He's played in all 3 of the Wales under-19s matches this year as Griffiths. And of course Wales using this year as an opportunity to build towards the European Championships, which will take place next year. Griffiths gets us underway. High hanging kick. It'll drop. Donaghy is tackled and tackled in the air. So penalty goes the way of England.
Tempo, tempo.
Straight away Thewliss takes control. Then this one could be heading our way. Finds a good touch.
Ball.
And England to go on the attack, 40 metres from their own line.
Nice tinners.
Didn't mention Liam Tyndall's second occupation is ball boy. That's certainly what he's being forced to from that position, going collecting the ball before it's tapped and put back into play. Big hit in defence coming in, and Harry Rushton. He's just over his own 40 metre line though. He'll play this to Roby. Roby will scoot down the left hand side. Dummies a couple of times before being brought down by Kieran Lewis on the halfway line. Quick play the ball, it's back to the right hand side. Gannon, lovely hands from him. Rowley was tackled over that 40-metre line. Now England attack down the left. Shackleton kicks over the top. He's chasing after it. In fact, he's herring after it, and it's bouncing and bobbling awkwardly. And James Smith is going to have to take that tackle inside his own in goal area. And the top and Tiger concedes another dropout. It's the third dropout this that Wales have conceded in the opening 20 minutes. England find themselves ahead by 10 points to 0. Try scored after 9 and 16 minutes respectively. Dropout from under the posts. It's a mid-ranger taken by Thewliss. He finds the run into his right hand side of Rushton, who crashes forward to that 20-metre line. Quick play the ball. Here's Roby. Down the left it goes. Hall. Oh, I was looking for his winger. Instead it's being picked up, and well picked up by Connor Wrench. Did well to get over there. He's all tackled 5 metres in from the sideline. England bringing it back to the middle. A couple of loose passes there, but Gannon takes that second one in well. Has to take that tackle as well. He's 15 metres shy of the line. Roby to his right hand side to Donaghy. Donaghy over the top. Isaac Nokes, his Newcastle teammate, all tackled on this right hand side. He's played 22 times for Newcastle this season, as almost shuffling his way in was Longstaff. 2 metres out from the line. Tyndall will pick up. Long ball back to the middle. Donaghy fires it onto Gannon. He keeps it moving. Oh, there's loads of men out there. There's loads of men, but he doesn't need them. That's Harry Rushton. And Harry Rushton surging his way through. Well, he had about 3 men in support should he have needed them, but Wales simply ran out of numbers.
Real good skill there to get that ball out wide. So just give a little pat back.
2 long passes. It created the space. It created the opportunity. And Harry Rushton good enough to take it. 20 minutes of the game gone. 14 points to 0 in favour of the England Academy side. That was clinical attack from England. Really good link-up play. Rushton showing good awareness. You know, with his skill level, he could have got a pass away should he needed, but he had the confidence to almost saunter his way through the defence as well. Had a real arrogance about that try. As I mentioned, he's had a great season for Wigan at academy level this year. One of 2 Wigan players in this 19-man squad England Academy side.
I think he could be 6 next year, mate. If he got that, if he's as good as he said himself.
So Thewliss, ground goes silent. He's hit that one better, but it's just waved away. Same result. So 14 points to 0. The guy on the tannoy has actually given that, but it has been waved away. It is 14 points to 0. Griffiths. Long restart. Donaghy's underneath that. No pressure on him this time. Big run. Excellent first carry there from England's big number 16, Robson Stevens of Huddersfield. That's another good run coming in by Danny Attlee from Castleford. Changes have been made. In fact, no, that's Tyndall. This is Attlee. Attlee crossing that halfway line. Quick play the ball from him. Dugdale passes right. Donaghy continues to move forward with the England Academy side. They're over the 40-metre line. Options left and right there for Ellis Longstaff. He decides to take the hit. It was a good tackle when it came in from Jake Lee. And that kick is really overcooked. Comes in from Jake Dugdale. I'm not quite sure what he spotted there, to be fair. May have been better served to bring the ball back in field, but Wales won't mind. They have tapped this ball on their own 20-metre line. And that's Will Lynch of Lee Miners Rangers with the carry. Lewis Roberts with the carry this time round, controlled to the ground by 2. There was a 3rd man involved as well. There's Finlay Swift from North Wales Crusaders. He'll play that ball. They're on the halfway line now. Good play from Billy Glover. twisting and spinning. He's a man that actually represented Lancashire earlier this year in the Academy Origin Series. To the right it's moved. Kick comes in from Ryan Griffiths to complete the set. It's a tricky one as well. Did well to control that and pick it up, did Ewan Stevens. Ewan Stevens will play it. This is excellent play. It's great play. What a run this is. Oh, Nokes fires it infield, and there's only open pasture in front of Ellis Longstaff, and he gets to the post. It's a 4th try, and that's a glorious move from England, all created with that running from Isaac Nokes. Ellis Longstaff doing the rest of it from around about 30 metres. But what a breakdown that right hand side by Isaac Nokes. It was first of all started by Ewan Stevens with a good run from the left hand side to right. Quick play of the ball. Nokes split the defence, fired the ball in field, and Longstaff's pace did the rest.
Real good indeed, good detail.
Changing kicker here for England. Stevens taking over.
Just get forward, middles lay the platform, play flat and fast, let's flood it with a good outcome.
25 minutes of the game gone. And it's the 4th try of the game for England. So Stephen steps up. This time it's converted. That ball's lost in the trees behind the goal. 20 points to nil in favour of the England Academy side. A very constructive first 25 minutes. 20 points to the good, and that sin binning which went the way of Matthew Morgan for Wales has been pretty crucial. He's back on now down this left hand side, but in his absence 3 tries scored by England. That ball goes high. Thewliss takes it, fires it in to Stevens. Stevens finds his feet, plays it. Running there from Myla Hanley. Been a real danger man for Wigan this season. That didn't look like a convincing play of the ball, but England flooding forward through the middle. Here's Doug Dale. Look at that, there's plenty in support. Doug Dale gets to the 40-metre line. Any one of 3 or 4 players in support there. It'll take it down the left hand side now. A little chip over the top by Shackleton. It'll bounce, it'll bobble. Well claimed on that far side by fullback James Smith. Here's Swift. Going nowhere. Only to the ground. Big challenge coming in there from Hanley, who, if you're guessing, yes, he is the son of the great Ellery. Had a good season for Wigan as well, another one. But England attacking through their defence once more. No way through for Ian Roberts. He'll play it right in the middle of the field. Kai Ellis, even he can't find a gap, and that's a bit of a panic pass really for Morgan. Morgan does well though, steps, just bursts into half an opening, quickly closed, and still they're only just over their own 20-metre line with this kick to come from Ellis. Right underneath that is Stevens. He'll launch the counter attack. It's a good carry, but he's knocked on. Just the sort of mistake that Wales were hunting for. Iwan Marsh it was who came up with the hit.
Get the ball in yardage, mate. You've got McGowan, Tyndall right wing, and you've got Burton left centre for Hall.
Wales with a decent opportunity, some decent field position as well around about the halfway line. Sent out down the right hand side through Lewis Roberts. Currently spending time with Salford Red Devils. He plays it on the 40-metre line. There's Swift, no way through for him. Excellent defence at marker from England. And again, brought through the middle. Ian Roberts kept his centre of gravity low to the ground, but he was well caught. But they've won the penalty here of Wales. Bit of messing about from England. Hanley guilty of leaving the hand in the ball. And Morgan kicks a touch down that right hand side. Let's see what questions Wales can ask now. They're behind by 20 points to 0. Tap taken, Griffiths takes control of the situation, hands it on to Marsh. Marsh 10 metres from that line, directly in front. Got a good line up down this left hand side of Wales, and that's where the ball comes. Ellis, then it's fed out. Jake Lee held on the line. Swift has shuffled out to this left hand side as well. Here's Ellis, offload to Swift, he gets it back. Good ball out to this left hand side. Oh, he's just in touch. Great defence from England. Big bit of defence there on Will Lynch. Kept himself as low as he could, did Lynch, but forced into touch. Good to see things working on both sides of the ball for England. But encouraging, asking questions from Wales. So Donaghy with this feed at the scrum. Put out at the base. There's Hall with a quick play of the ball. Thewliss. There just seems to be floods of players coming forward from England with every play of the ball. Hanley drops it back for his support player in Attlee. Attlee's on to the 30 metre line inside his own half, plays it to Hanley, who sweeps it right. Donaghy keeps it moving. There's big Robson Stevens again, he's been prominent since going on. Dugdale to his right hand side, Donaghy to complete the set. Long kick downfield, it'll bounce once, twice, 3 times, and trickle. Will it hold up? No, it won't. It'll go dead, but I like the thought process behind that kick. Wales won't mind this extra tackle for them. Run comes in from Finlay Swift to start them off. Just behind their own 30 metre line. There's Morgan. And Ellis to his right hand side. Big run from, I think that's Josh Palmer with his first carry. Certainly it's the first time I've mentioned him. Marsh. It was a good hit that came his way as well, to be fair. First man in was Dugdale. Ellis to his left. Kick comes in. Oh, and there's a chance there for Wales, but it's been picked up by England. Aidan McGowan for the Huddersfield Giant picking up and just losing his footing out on that left hand side.
Sorry, mate, that would have been
just outside his own 30. Joe Burton from Leeds with his first touch as well. Good surge through the middle by England. The control in this game. Dugdale to his left. Attlee with another strong carry to the 30 metre line. Dugdale looks up, brings it to the right hand side. Thewliss looks like he's picked up a knock, but there's a knock on in play there. Hanley just trying to flick the ball out. This will be a sad loss for England with Thewliss struggling a bit at the back. He's been very prominent for the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so. In fact, we're 32 minutes into the game. That's gone quick. So Thewliss will come off. Heard the coaching staff to my right say that Hanley are dropping to fullback. Oh, and there's a knock on there from Wales. James Smith put under plenty of pressure from the defenders. And another opportunity here for England. They look rejuvenated.
Yeah, do what he wants. Yeah, it's a good point.
So Donaghy to feed this scrum. Firing at orders in the back line. He's Iwan Stevens. It'll come out to Stevens as well, who tries to wrong foot the defence, but that's a great tackle from Roberts. Did really well there, is Roberts, and then hung on as the other defenders arose, and that's a knock on as well from England. Look at those celebrations from Wales. Good work there from Wales in particular. He certainly buzzed them up. Still, it's Wales who trail by 20 points to nil in this one. 34 minutes of the game gone. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. We've seen 4 tries so far from England, from Thewliss, Wrench, Rushton and Longstaff. Wales go down the blind side. That tackle looked a little suspect, but he's got away with it on that side as Connor Wrench. Nobody said much. Wales play on. Ellis sends it left. Run comes through the middle by Ian Roberts. Roberts plays it. Ellis just pops it to Marsh. He's took some punishment since he's gone on the field as Marsh. Good run out of dummy half by Ellis, who always looks for support. Here's Griffiths kicking forward, chasing after it. Oh, that's a good bit of play, a good bit of defence there from Stevens. I'm sure everyone in Driglington's particularly happy with the way he's gone so far in this game. So England wrapped up in their own 30-metre line. It's another quick play of the ball though. Good run from McGowan. Another good run from him as he plays it to Doug Dale. There's Nokes, finds an offload, finds Longstaff. He runs directly at the hooker Ellis. Doug Dale will pass left to Hanley. He'll link play up. Shackleton out to Stevens. Once more Roberts has spotted him. Seems to have got his measure there. Last couple of times anyway. Plenty of spirit being shown in this Welsh defence. Last tackle, Shackleton puts this high. Oh, that's devilish. It's spinning end on end and bounces anywhere. Cleaned up by Finlay Swift. I think he's just thankful he was able to get to it. That could have gone anywhere. And now rolling his way forward is Matthew Morgan, the man that was sin-binned earlier. West Wales Raider. Still England attacking through their defence. Wales not really picking up much forward momentum. Here's Swift. Kick comes in from Ellis. He goes high. Not very handsome. Cleaned up on that left hand side. Tyndall tackled. Plays it to Burton. Now can England organise themselves? They've got some good field position once again, 40 metres out. Hanley takes it forward, just drifts at the defender, drags 2 defenders with him. Quick play the ball, it's out on the right hand side. Donaghy out to Longstaff. Longstaff does well, gets it back to Donaghy. Donaghy throws a dummy, then feeds it infield. Here's Doug Dale. Doug Dale trying to bust his way through, 10 metres short of the try line. Hanley now at dummy half, he'll link it. And is there a chance here for England? Wrench with the skipping feet, and Connor Wrench crossing for his second try. Good work from Wrench in particular.
24-0 to England.
And that's the 5th try of the half for England Academy. They're leading this one by 24 points to 0 with the kick to come. So this to make it 26 points to 0. And the flags go up. It is 26 points to 0. And a second successful conversion from Iwan Stevens.
Have a look at a rat set through their middle. Let's have a look at a rat set through their middle.
So 26 points to nil, just a couple of minutes left of this first half.
Who's in charge of
Wales have been outclassed in this half, it must be said. Still they continue to plug away as the kick goes high for Donaghy. He dummies and the Newcastle man brings it through the middle. Excellent work from Cramlington Rockets, by the way, in bringing through some of the youngsters that they are doing now. That club is definitely producing in the North East. Robson Stevens with another carry through the middle. And Attlee knew he was going to get hit with that one. Good defence as well from Wales, but are they short? England putting the ball through hands all the way out to Ellis Longstaff. And he's tackled on the 40 metre line, 22 metres in from touch. Doug Dale passes left, Hanley does well to link with Shackleton. Shackleton gets away from 2, scurries forward does the Bradford man and gets beyond the 30 metre line. 15 metres in from touch, that's where he'll play it. Last tackle signalled. Here's Hanley, shallow kick, one for everyone to chase, but it's well fielded there by Matthew Morgan. Maybe just a shade too long, but again I like the thought process behind it. Wales deep within their own quarter, bringing the ball out through Will Lynch. Lynch to play the ball, but he's not going to get the opportunity because behind, in the background, you heard the half-time hooter. So it's 26 points to nil at half-time. 5 tries scored in total by England. They came after 9, 16, 21, 25 and 37 minutes respectively. Thewliss opening the scoring after 9 minutes. He converted for 6-0. Then Wrench going in for his first try after 16 minutes to make it 10-0. Harry Rushton followed him after 21 minutes for 14 points to nil, before Longstaff did that excellent bit of support through the middle for his try. Stevens took over the goal kicking to make it 20 points to nil, and then Wrench, the skipper for today, he came up with his second try 3 minutes from half time, with Stevens goal in that one as well. So it means at half time in this one it's 26 points to nil in favour of England Academy. Join us for the second half in a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the 2 teams that take back to the field.
Hello and welcome back to second half coverage from Stebonheath Park, where England Academy are leading by 26 points to nil. Wales out quickly. England boss Dave Elliott just coming across field now, having given the benefit of his experience to the squad at half time. So he'll soon be joining us in the filming position. England now emerge from the dressing rooms. So England clinical in that first half, leading by 26 points to nil. Thanks as well to my good friend Ian Golden for putting me right on a couple of pronunciations as well. So I look forward to bringing those to you over the course of the second half, as well as a little bit more background information, but it's always a pleasure to deal with Ian. And thank you very much. So we're just a few seconds away from the start of that second half. And we did have a few specks of rain at half time as the second half gets underway from Wales. Kit Long fielded on the full by Shackleton. Launching the attack is Rhian Rowley. And a very good start to the game, plays it quickly. One-handed pick up by Ewan Stevens, son of former Llanelli legend Colin Stevens. Thanks to Ian for that one. And England continuing shuffling down this left hand side. Good yards from Wrench. He's made a big impression in this game as Wrench. Roby down this left. Good tackle coming in. Roby again out of dummy half, passes in field. Link up play. And it is good work, but the ball goes loose. Just disrupted. Been dived on again by England. Rowley just cleaning up his error. Last tackle signalled. Roby sends it right. Kick's coming from Donaghy. Donaghy punting the ball high. Doesn't get too much on it. Well taken down that side, by the way. And the little kick comes in. And he probably would want to have done better, would Aidan McGowan, than that effort. He's just sailed into touch. So it's going to be turnover possession right at the start of the second half. 26 points to nil. Wales trail. And it's the first use of possession now. Running in first of all is Jake Lee of the Aber Valley Wolves, controlled by 2 in defence. They'll use the blind side. Here's Lewis. He's done well. Stepping, running from Lewis. Excellent work from him. He'll get just beyond the 40-metre line where he's wrapped up by 2. That's where he'll stand and play it. Ball sent right. This is Josh Palmer. Palmer from the Cardiff Blue Dragons, wrapped up by 3. 32 metres away from the line. As Lewis picks up, scrappy pass into the middle. Matt Jones cleaned it up. He's one of those players that played in that famous Wales youth defeat of England, as the dummy comes in from James McGurk. He showed up well in the first 20 minutes. He's over the 20-metre line. That's where he'll play it. Lewis passes right. Kick to come in now from Griffiths to complete. It's well taken. That's a great take. And they've won a penalty as well as England. Liam Tyndall tackled in the air. 19 appearances this season for Leeds Academy for him. And that ball kicked towards our commentary position. Thankfully sails out just before reaching us. And England will go on the attack 35 metres away from their own line. Once again, Tyndall does ball boy duties, but the ball's back in play now. Rushton with the carry. All wrapped up. There's 2 involved. The third man just watches on. That's some really good work by Griffiths. Did well with the half-back as Hanley juggles with it. Shuffles past 1. Gets away from 2. Look at him bursting through. Getting over halfway. Good run from him. Now down the right-hand side with Donaghy. Donaghy. Statuesque type figure at standoff. Just rolling down that right hand side. 15 metres in from touch, he'll play it to Roby. Roby passes to Hanley. Hanley links it with Rushton. Rushton keeps it moving. Wrench keeps it moving. Oh, this is great work from England. Down this left hand side. Tyndall caught, but he gets the ball away. Shackleton fires it into the middle. Excellent work from England. This right back down the right hand side again, and the final pass goes to ground. And our referee, Mr. Smale, spotted that one. Ellis Longstaff put under loads of pressure. And listen to that bench of Wales, almost celebrating a try. Good hit on Longstaff. He stayed down as well as Longstaff. Represented Yorkshire in the Academy series that took part earlier this season. You may have seen that on the Our League. Delight to have your company this afternoon via Our League down here in South Wales. Stebonheath Park, home of Llanelli Town, and also the West Wales Raiders. And here's Palmer. Knew he was going to get hit. 2 men didn't miss. Lewis drops it back over his shoulder to Swift. He takes that hit, knew there was nowhere to go. Lewis again, this time puts it right. Good defence, good tackling. Wales forward momentum being restricted. That was George Shepherd. This is now James McGurk. McGurk does well. Got away from a couple of defenders there. Still, Wales struggling to get forward. They're reliant on the boot, and the kick comes in. It's a long one, it'll bounce once and twice, and Tyndall will field it. On the edge of his 10-metre line, now he rounds up and goes forward. Big collision between defender and attacker there. And he's 25 metres from his own line is Tyndall. Wins the penalty as well. Just undid all that good work that came off the back of that kick, did Wales. That kick is getting closer to our commentary position. I'm sure I'm going to catch a ball or miss one before the end of the game. Taps been taken by England on the halfway line. Burton taps, fires it in field. Rushton just knocked it back to Rhian Rowley. Rian all controlled. He's trying to win a penalty there as Roby passes left, Shackleton then links it. Conor Wrench again, the skipper, 2 tries in the first half for him, all controlled. He'll play it just on the edge of the 30-metre line. Shackleton infield again, good movement. They're always 2 or 3 passes ahead of the Welsh and this England side. Very swift and crisp handling. Stevens down the right hand side. Is this another chance for England? Longstaff back on the infield. Rushton almost playing a toying with the defence. Takes that hit from Swift, releases the ball back infield to Roby, who just loses his footing at the crucial moment. He's 10 metres out from the line. Hanley will pass it left. Shackleton, long ball. Burton, 1-on-1, and there's going to be a try at the corner. Liam Tyndall sails over. Excellent play when the move came. Good work to get the ball down this left-hand side, and Liam Tyndall, the man who touches down. Well, good work from England, and that's them further in front after 7 minutes of the second half. 30-0 with the kick to come. Really like that play, inspired by Amila Hanley, just on the left-hand side. I think the ball from Shackleton was the one that did it though. Cut out a whole raft of defenders. And allowed Burton to put the pass on for Tyndall to score at the corner. Now it's going to be left to teammate Stevens to try and convert. 21 tries for him and just 20 appearances for Leeds Academy. As we saw in the first half as well, not too shabby a kicker. I've done it now, I've cursed him. Just 5 metres in from touch here.
Yes, Jonesy.
In he steps, gives it chances, doesn't quite come round enough. So 30-0 is how it remains.
Taking the score to Wales 0, England 13.
So 30-0, 6 tries to 0 in favour of England. Well, a clinical effort when it came. Wales back on the halfway line. Big restart kick coming in there from Matty Morgan. Here's Shackleton just drifting across down the right. He'll play it 22 out from his own line. Roby linking through that middle again with Harry Rushton. It's been a successful partnership really between those two in the middle. Chalking 10 at 15 metres up every time, and Rushton's won the penalty too. Looks a real good forward prospect, does Rushton. Kick goes into touch from that man Shackleton again, and they'll start this attack on the halfway line. Tap taken. Donaghy, that pass looks a little suspect. Big collision. So another penalty here as Rushton. They just are spoiling play a little bit. They do a lot of good stuff to Wales, like that for example. 3 players in defence managed to stop Rushton all ends up, and Matt Jones just hung on too long. So it's another penalty for England, and they'll go on the attack. There's the other bruised runner, Rian Rowley, 22 metres out from the line, plays it quickly to Roby. Roby running, dummy in. Inside the 10 he goes. Had Gannon for company there. They'll take it right. Here's Gannon. Lovely ball. Onto Rushton. Look at the defence dragged in there. No less than 4 players. Roby picks up out of dummy half. He'll dive through. There had to be a gap somewhere, and Roby found it. Well, he's threatened on a couple of occasions, but George Roby is having a great game for England. Really aware around dummy half. Scooped it up and surged his way over.
Try for England by number 9, George Roby.
comes after 51 minutes. And that's the Roby fan club that you may have heard beneath us. Why not? It was a great piece of play from Roby. Excellent work from the England forward pack as well, who just moved the Welsh defence around a little bit, almost toying with them before the gap opened. And Roby good enough to take advantage. So Stevens once again with the conversion attempt. Steps up right footed, flags are raised. 36 points to nil in favour of England Academy.
Wales 0, England 36.
So 36 points to nil in favour of England. Wales in this almost common position that they found themselves, restarting the game. It's another long kick. Look at this for a run. Battling run forward by Tyndall. Although he's bashed to the floor, he's made 20 metres. Burton out of dummy half, passes to his right, and will crash forward again. England just behind the 30-metre line. Roby picks up, sends it right. Gannon keeps it moving. There's Rushton again, proving a handful. Look at that from a driving tackle. Much better from Wales. They need a bit more of that as Rushton plays it quickly. Oh, he's left a gap for Roby, but he spilled it. Went without it. And in fact, the referee's seen it as an attempted forward pass. I'm not too sure of that. I just think he lost hold of the ball there. All going to ground, but Wales with their first attacking opportunity of this second half. 13 minutes old is this second half. 36 points to nil. Wales trail. Ball will come out to Palmer. He'll take a tackle of 2 and play it in the middle on that 30-metre line. Now Ellis, dummies right, comes left. Big collision on McGurk. And McGurk 25 metres away from the line. Play to Ellis. He shuffles it right. Palmer looking to make a dent. That England defence isn't really yielding at the moment. Holding firm on the 20-metre line. Ellis to his left. Oh, that pass looks suspect. Continues to crash forward through Jake Lee. Now Ellis feeds it infield to Marsh. Marsh smuggles it out. That's a strange pass as well, but it's come out well for Roberts. Roberts, 8 metres shy of the line. Last tackle, kick comes in from Ellis. Oh, well fielded. Stepping kick return as well. Not sure quite how much he realised about that, to be fair, did Harry Rushton. England building from deep, feeling the full force of the defence, and some of these tackles have been really good. I've been impressed with the efforts there of Kai Ellis in particular. He's been very good, as Liam Tyndall. Another hustling, bustling run forward to clear the 30. Quick play of the ball too. Following up is Stevens. Good run. Almost vaulting over the defence. Roby to his right hand side. Donaghy has a bit of support, doesn't use it. Takes the carry himself and gains 15 metres. Last tackle signal here for England. What can they do with it? They're feeding it on the blind side. Kick comes in for Wrench. Swift knew he was going to get battered there, and certainly did, as 2 players went headlong for him. Wales start this attack on their own 10-metre line. That's a good start to it. 5-metre gain out of dummy half. Now they'll look to bring it back in field with Swift. Gets through the first tackle and wins a penalty as well. Great work from Swift. Wanted to get on with things quickly, this Swift, but instead it was Matty Morgan who said, no, that's my job. Fires it downfield. Billy Glover to tap. Feeds it inwards. Morgan released it. Now that's McGurk. McGurk 25 metres away from the line. Plays it to Ellis. Ellis shuffles it right. Palmer. Another big strong carry. Always takes 3 or 4 to put him down. Ellis will move it just left to Marsh. He's been glutton for punishment as Marsh since going on, taking more than his fair share of carries. 12 metres away from the line. Ellis dummies out, then it's brought left. Short ball on that side for Jake Lee. Lee all held though, 5 metres from that line. Plays it to Ellis. In fact, it's a scrappy play the ball, and the chance is lost, and England celebrate it. Score remains at 36 points to 0. Just shrugged shoulders and shaking of heads amongst the Welsh side. Another chance missed there for Wales. Couple of changes made from either side. Donaghy's gone off for England. Meanwhile, here's Stevens. Very balanced runner, isn't he? Stevens plays it quickly. Roby, long ball left. Good on his feet there is Burton, who gets it infield to Shackleton. Shackleton likewise good on his feet. Gets up to halfway and beyond. Did well, took something of a high shot as well. Still wrestles his way to his feet. Roby infield. Now Tyndall goes right back at the defence. Someone's going to miss one somewhere. Tyndall certainly targeted Roberts. Here's Roby. Infield to Rushton. Away from 1, away from 2, away from 3. Still going Rushton. Meeks is equal there in Palmer, who brings him down. 12 metres away from the line. Roby sends it right. Now coming through the middle. Another good run that for Rowley. Got ever so close off that ball from Gannon. In fact, he's got over the line. He's held up. Going to be back to the 10-metre line where the tackle count will resume. And as you can see from our referee, it's the last tackle. Mr. Smale with his arm aloft. Ball to Gannon. Little run around with Roby. Roby kicks forward. He's after it. Oh, brilliant work from Roby. Excellent work from George Roby. Spotted there was a little bit of space in behind the line. Just dabbed the ball through and had the pace to get there and finish it. It's been the George Roby show this second half. His second score comes after 18 minutes. And it's 40 points to 0. I always like a good chip and chase score. We don't see enough of them in rugby league these days. Stevens with this kick on goal. I'm not going to say anything about this goal kick because the last time I cursed him. And the flags are raised. 42 points to 0 on that one. Ewan Stevens with the kick there.
And conversion successful, taking the score to England 42, Wales 0.
Matty Morgan on the halfway line. The West Wales Raider gets us underway again. It's a long kick. Caught on his own line by England. Big challenge coming in as well. Our England coming away from their own end. Well, I tell you what, it's pretty good so far from Burton. Twisting and spinning his way forward to the 20. Quick play the ball to Roby. Roby links it quickly. Oh, good work from England. Flooding forward. There's Nokes. Over the halfway line he goes. He's had 2 or 3 really big carries and influences in this game. His eyes at Nokes. This is Hanley back on the field. Slips it back to Roby. Roby keeps it moving to Nokes. Nokes on the edge of the 20-metre line. 20 metres in from touch. Roby picks up, goes forward, but referee wasn't happy with that play of the ball and has ruled a knock on against Nokes, which is a shame because Roby's gone and touched it down. It would have been a hat trick. Head and feed at this scrum to Wales. Morgan feeds this scrum and it's out amongst the back line for Wales. There's a bit of a problem for Swift in the background. Hopefully he'll be able to continue. He's been tough in this game. Wales want a penalty, it's not forthcoming. Ouch. What about that for a hit? Straight down he went underneath pressure of Ellis Longstaff. Wales still in possession. Ellis will move into dummy half. Comes back to the middle. Dummies. Was left with a little option there, to be honest. Ewan Roberts really did surround him, but they've got over halfway. Ellis will play it. He's been perhaps Wales' best player today as the kick comes in from Morgan. It'll bounce, it'll bobble, it'll trickle towards the touchline. Oh, in fact, it's picked up by Tyndall. Just stop there. Tyndall seems to take on half the Welsh team there in that tackle. 5 metres from his own line. That's where the ball will be played. And Burton will bring it down the left. Tries to get around Palmer. Palmer just grabs hold of what he can. Still behind their own 20-metre line here, England. But looking confident, looking composed, and why not with a 42 points to nil advantage. Stevens to play it. Dugdale passes right. Here's Rushton linking. Big run from Robson Stevens. He's been good during his influence out there today. As Hanley passes wide. Good work. Good work. It's excellent work. Nokes is free. Passing back on the inside. Hanley racing for the post. And that was all class. Brilliant work from England. Superbly worked down the right hand side. Hanley with the pace back on the inside to finish it off. A little bit of a flashpoint impact play. No one's taking that try away from Hanley though. "63 minutes of the game gone as our match officials have to sort out another mini skirmish. "46 points to nil. Kick to come. And again, a real classy piece of action from England. Stevens directly in front of the post, slots on those extras again. Flags are raised and it's now 48 points to nil in favour of England Academy.
To Wales nil, England 48.
So referee will just have a quick chat with both skippers here. Quick warning on the fly for both captains just to keep their sides in check. Just shows how much international rugby means to everyone. Griffiths gets us underway. Shallow kick, played off the boot. Well picked up by Wrench. And a really big first half. Hasn't seen much possession in the second. Oh, look at that. There's a bit of a skirmish on the floor again. Now it's all got a little bit out of hand. There's players running in. It's given our match officials something to deal with. There's a couple of separate skirmishes. Well, there's that old saying, bring back the biff, but it detracts from the rugby league, so I'd sooner do without it. So we wait to find out what our referee, Mr. Smale, and touch judges Matt Charnock and Ben Bragg make of it. It was all started at that play of the ball, and then just bodies flew in from all angles. So our match officials make sure there's plenty of distance between the teams. A couple of substitutions made for England, by the way, in the background. Referee's going to his back pocket. There's a card going to be produced here. And it's a yellow card for Hanley. So Hanley sin bin for England. And there's a yellow card that's been shown to the Wales number 13, Kieran Lewis, as well. So they're down to 12 men each. And penalty will go the way of England. Well, to be fair, Hanley did throw a punch in there. England get on with play quickly, kick the ball into touch. They're still wanting to up the pace in this one. Hall to tap, runs for the middle. Good carry, it's an excellent carry. Gains some metres after contact as well. He'll play this to Dugdale, but it's a knock on. How many times have we seen that in this game? Straight away, Ewan Roberts was in the face there. It's all got a bit fractious.
Come on, line, have a word.
Sometimes happens that between games involving young players. Wales go on the attack, take it down the blind side. Ellis linking with Morgan. Morgan's all wrapped up though, only gained a couple of metres after the scrum there. Ellis back in field. There's Roberts. Nice little step from him, took him to halfway. And that's a battling run forward if there was one by Will Mills. North Wales Crusaders A player, plays it on the 40-metre line. Infield it comes, it's juggled by McGurk. He's been good this afternoon as well, but he loses ground. Good Harrison defence there from England, led by Rushton. Griffiths brings it across right. Little missed tackle coming in there on James Smith, who's allowed to run forward a further 5 or 6 metres. But to be honest, they've only gone 20 metres in this set, ball in hand. England will be really pleased with the way that they've gone in this set. And Griffiths kicks it long, down the ground, it'll bounce, it'll bobble. Will that go dead? It will, so it's a 7 tackle set. Stevens will return it to the 20-metre line where he'll look to tap and get on with things. Inside the last 12 minutes or so of the game now. 48 points to 0 in favour of England. Here's Hall. Second big carry from Hall. In fact, he's up on his feet again. Can he make sure that he plays the ball this time? I'm sure he will, and he does. Dugdale passes right. Gannon just drops it back over his shoulder for Stevens. Big run from Stevens. Excellent run from the big fella. Still he's going. Like a bowling ball getting forward. There's a Wales player caught in the background. Referee's going to his back pocket here. Yellow card is shown. Griffiths is off. Griffiths has been sin bin for Wales. More problems for Wales as well because Will Mills is down in the background. England wanting to pick up the pace. Well, over the course of the game, both halfbacks have been sin bin for Wales. That's not going to help their direction in this last 10 or 15 minutes. They wanted to get on with things, England, but we do have this stoppage in the background where Will Mills is still receiving attention. Our referee has spotted it. And they'll jog over to check just where he's up to, but there's quite a few medical staff around Mills there. He's been brave today, is Mills. Good stint in defence. Solid in attack as well when he's had the ball. But to be fair, this stoppage isn't necessarily the worst thing that could happen in the game. As I mentioned, it's been a bit fractious as the second half. It's kicked off once or twice with little incidents. There's been a couple of sin binnings, a couple of skirmishes. I suppose it just shows how much International Rugby League means to everyone, which ultimately is no bad thing. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on our league. Do remember that you can also join us tomorrow from Headingley. We've got the England Knights taking on Jamaica, but you will have to sign up for that one, and if you sign up for it before midnight tonight, it'll cost £2.49. For that money, you'll also get access to the 2 Oceania Cup games that are coming up over the next couple of weeks. And thankfully he's okay, he's Mills. I think it'll be money well spent. So England get us underway again. Here's that man Attlee from Castleford, 15 metres out from the try line, plays it to Dugdale. He passes for Gannon across. Oh, and then did he just get in the way? Referee says it goes backwards though. Stevens scragged to the floor. McGurk doing the tackling. 22 metres away from the line. They'll fire something on the left hand side. Long ball out to Tyndall. Tyndall just loses his footing. Oh, what a shame that was. They actually had the numbers there just for a second. Ambitious pass down the left hand side. Tyndall tried to apply the brakes as there were players flying at him in red jumpers. Ended up just going over the touchline. So 48-0 is how it remains. Wales back in possession, 12 metres from their own line. Closing stages of this game. Oh, big challenge, heading the way of the Welsh player there in behind his own 20. It's played by Roberts. Now out on this right hand side, again the defence is good. Some real good defence there. Ball goes loose, kicked forward by Burton, picked up by Shackleton. England have it back. So Burton in at dummy half will pass to his right. Tyndall tries to wrong foot the defence, goes again. Looks like a little angry man does Tyndall. I like seeing wingers that are blunt and direct. As Dugdale brings it down the middle, that man's direct, Attlee. 12 metres out from the line. Dugdale passes to his left, here's Rushton. Rushton tries to hit, tries to spin. 2 metres out from the line. Brought down the right hand side. Here's Gannon. Gannon dummies to kick, takes it forward himself. Will he get to the line? Has he got there? No, he hasn't. He's just shy of the line. Is Gannon. Now Dugdale fires it left. Man goes for the intercept. Kick comes in over the top for Tyndall. Tyndall for the corner, and Tyndall gets there. Another good finish from Tyndall. Lovely kick out wide.
Try for England by number 5, Liam Tyndall.
And that's Tyndall's second try of this second half, and moves England past the half century. 52 points to 0 days with the kick to come. So Stevens has kicked 5 goals this afternoon. Again, it's a difficult attempt for him down this left hand side, 5 metres in from the touchline. Looks up at the post of Stevens. In he swoops. Oh, that one's going way wide. No chance of that one coming round, but 52-0 is how the scoreline remains.
The score, England 52, Wales 0.
I hope you're enjoying the coverage this afternoon on the Our League app. It's a pleasure to be here with Terry Gorman, bringing you the pictures this afternoon, and myself, Dave Parkinson, on commentary. Closing stages of this game as Morgan fires it long, fires it high. Shackleton was underneath it, finds some support running. That's a huge run again from Robson Stevens. He plays it. They'll flood forward once more, will England. Taking the hit is Rushton, plays it to Dugdale, who dummies, then drops it back over his shoulder to Attlee. Danny Attlee gets an offload. Dugdale wasn't aware to it. The knock on ensues. Disappointing on that occasion from Dugdale and the way that attack petered out. He's had a big year personally, has Jacob Dugdale, though. Not only 11 appearances at academy level for Widnes, he's also made 7 first team appearances. Definitely one for the future and one to look out for the Widnes fans. Wales with this attack from the scrum. It comes right to Marsh. Wrapped up by 2. Control as well. Stevens very shallow in just behind this defensive line. Marshalling it from close in. Wales meanwhile continue to try and pepper the middle. Ewan Roberts passes down the left hand, or comes down the left hand side. Kick comes in from Morgan, only as far as that man Stevens. He's being dragged towards the touchline, but they managed to keep him in field. 52-0 England lead in this one. And here's Hall. As I mentioned, 3-year contract in his back pocket with Leeds Rhinos. Looked very promising this afternoon, as has this fella. Good run forward. It's a great run. Oh, and he's found some support too, as McGowan. And this is Connor Wrench. Wrench all the way. And that's a fine try from Connor Wrench. Lovely support play. And after his 2 tries in the first half, that's a hat-trick now for Wrench, and takes England out to 56-0 with the kick to come. But brilliant play from Aidan McGowan. Cutting up all ends up down this left-hand side. And Wrench doing what he's done best there, finding the support, burning his way over for the hat-trick. Just a couple of minutes from the end of this game now, 56-0.
Don't you get Alex on for Harry as well, please? Alex for Harry, yeah? Scalped for that.
Going false silent for Ian Stevens. Just a little bit further in from his previous effort. Has he got his sights set on this one? I tell you what, he has. What a great kick that is. Flags are raised, and it's 58-0 in favour of the England Academy side.
The score, Wales 0, England 58.
Oh, little dab forward from the restart. That's really good thinking, that. Good work too by Morgan. Wales have it. Can they find some consolation? Ewan Roberts, 25 metres from the line, plays it. Here's Ellis. links it up the middle with James McGurk. Two of them have been pretty good for Wales this afternoon, but he's knocked on there. Forced in defence. Rhian Rowley with the hit. Ball just squirming out on the floor. Into time added on at the end of this game. 58 points to 0 in favour of England. They've had a few standout players this afternoon. George Roby has lit up this second half. Hanley has also had his moments. Here's Stevens, he's been good. In fact, he's better than good here. He's racing down the field. It's over 60 metres. Is anyone going to stop him? No, they're not. The hooter sounds, and Stevens goes in for a spectacular try off the back of a scrum.
Try for England, number 2, Ewan Stevens.
I do like a scrum play, and England came up with one right out of the top draw down that right hand side. Ewan Stevens going in with the hooter sounding in the background. England now lead by 62 points to 0 with the kick to come, and the celebrations can commence. So it will be the final kick of the game of this conversion attempt. Oh, and it's waved away. Can't quite crown the glory, but it has been a glorious afternoon in many respects for England, who've won by 62 points to 0. It all started after 9 minutes when Thewliss went over for a try and goal. Wrench followed up after 16 minutes, and Rushton followed him after 21 minutes to open up a 14-0 advantage. Then in the 25th minute, Longstaff scored, and Stevens added his first goal for 20 points to 0. And just before half-time, Wrench grabbed his second score, with Stevens converting his second goal to make it 26 points to 0. Into the second half, and Tyndall opened the scoring down the left with a try which made it 30 points to 0. Then we saw Roby at the double. 2 tries from George Roby, one of them a little delightful chip through, the other one after the middle had been absolutely battered by England. Stevens converted both to open up a 42 points to 0 advantage, but England weren't done, and in the last 20 minutes scored 4 more tries. Hanley got over the line after 63 minutes, scooting in support of a long run from Nokes. Stevens converted that one for 48-0. Tyndall crossed for his second try on 74 minutes. That went unconverted, but it was 52-0. Then Wrench scored his hat-trick after 78 minutes to make it 58-0 with the conversion from Stevens. Stevens then added the gloss to the victory. Glorious run from the back of that scrum. It went unconverted, and it's finished 62 points to 0 with Stevens adding 5-6 goals to his afternoon. So I hope you've enjoyed the footage this afternoon on our league. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you. My thanks go to Terry Gorman on cameras and technicals as England come over to celebrate with their families. And these are always heartening scenes, aren't they? When the lads come over and all the pictures are taken for the family albums. And I'll leave you safe in the knowledge that England Academy have been successful this afternoon against Wales under-19s, who gave their all, had a couple of really good performances themselves from the likes of Kai Ellis, and James McGurk. I also thought as well that Ewan Roberts and Josh Palmer got stuck in for them, but they've been outgunned. It's finished 62 points to 0 here in favour of the England Academy.
So I'm glad